what's up, you guys? It's Alana. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today. If you're new here, welcome. We're going to be chatting about my summer writing goals and intentions and the materials I'm going to be using, the projects I'm going to be working on, all that good stuff. We're going to chat all things writing today. So we're going to jump directly into it. As you may be aware, we are halfway through the year, and Camp NaNoWriMo July is quickly coming upon us, and I myself have written 0 books, 0 quality drafts even. I am unaccomplished so far in 2024, and halfway through the year seems like the perfect time to reinvent, rebegin, refocus, recenter, start over, get going once more. Now, there are many reasons why I have been uninspired, unmotivated, unfocused, all the uns. I'm just And if you're thanks for hanging out. We are going to refocus. We're going to recalibrate today and get back to it because there's still plenty of time to save our writing goals and dreams that we had for 2024. So I've written next to nothing since the first Camp NaNoWriMo of 2024, which took place in April. I got around 22,000 words, just shy of my goal that I had set. And I was happy about that. But looking back, those words were not the highest of quality. They're not what I needed them to be. And so that kind of uninspired me. I kind of felt blah about that, going back and looking back at those. And for many other internal and external reasons and influences and excuses, I haven't written much since, like I said. So if you're new here, if you're unaware, I am already a published author. Sporadic Magic Book 1 in my Shards of Stars middle grade magic fantasy series is already out into the world. I published last October, and I have really been struggling with it ever since. It's kind of weird when you hit your dreams and you kind of were like standing in the now what. And the now what means getting back to work, but I've really had a hard time doing that. But I think I have a lot of tools in my belt to have a successful writing summer. Am I going to write book 2 of the Shards of Stars series and another standalone that I wanted to write, and another beginning of a series that I wanted to write, and this and that and those? No, probably not. But there's still plenty of time to save what I have and accomplish things going forward. So let's start off by talking about the Summer of Success, SOS. This is a project I created for goals and dreams and taking baby steps towards those things in 2020 for 2020 reasons, obviously. And I have been doing this project in different levels and different degrees of difficulty ever since, and I love it. And it's a great way to recalibrate and realign yourself partway through the year. This year, it's extra special because I'm doing it with my patrons, aka my lovely friends. We have a beautiful little support system going. They have their Summer of Success packets. We're all working towards things. We're taking baby steps, climbing that mountain, and it is awesome. Right now, we are doing Joy-Led June, which is basically to reinvigorate the joy in our lives, get focused on gratitude, make small changes, and prepare for some big changes in July and August. So this right here is a Passion Planner Daily gifted to me by Marisol. Thank you so much, my sweet friend. I love it. I am using this for my Summer of Success planner, tracker, journal, all the things. This is going to be a major part of my writing and my productivity for the remainder of June, and then for camp in July, and then of course the big goal in August. So for Joy-Led June, starting once we're past the Father's Day weekend, I'm really going to buckle down. I'm going to use this planner, and I am going to put joy back into my writing. I need to get excited about it again. I need to remember and remind myself why I wanted to be a writer in the first place. I'm going to go all the way back to 8-year-old Alana and reinvigorate and awaken that childhood joy and excitement for stories. So really quick, I am going to show you how I'm going to set up this Passion Planner Daily for that excitement and joy. Okay, so here is a blank spread in the Passion Planner Daily, the greatest planner of all time, y'all. You guys have probably seen this before if you've been hanging out on my channel for a while, but just in case, if you're new here, this planner is one of the main reasons, or I guess the main tools that I used for my book writing last year. And it was one of the ways I was able to stick to it and get published. It is my BFF, my ride or die when it comes to planners. I love it so much, and I will never not use one of these when I'm writing a book ever again. So this is an undated daily. I use the undated because I am able to not feel guilt and feel bad if I miss a day. I can just pick up right where I left off, or 2, 3, 4 days, whatever. I'm also able to combine Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for my writing schedule. Here's how I do that, you guys. So this is one of the ways that I decorate up this planner for my writing. I do this at the start of a long weekend of writing for me, and I will cover up like the today's focus and things like that at the top because I'm using this for multiple days. And then I divide this box up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I track my sprints, my word count for each sprint in this box. I just write all over things that I have to do, that I have to stay on top of in my house, or appointments, phone calls, emails, that sort of thing, but also stuff that I'm working on in my writing, or characters, or something that's missing, something that needs added in, where I need to pick back up. All of those things I just utilize all over the freaking page. But for this one to pick back up on Monday and get back to the joy of writing, I am going to decorate it up for my writing. So I printed some pictures off of different places, Pinterest, Canva, and I printed a really small collage and then cut them out into little squares to make just like a little inspiration collage over here in the space of infinite possibility. That's one place I'm gonna start. So let's put some washi tape up at the top here to cover up where it says space of infinite possibility. And then I'm gonna glue some of these down and share with you how I'm going to use it for joy. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. This is already getting me super excited to write. Okay, so one of the ways that I get excited about and joyful about my writing is character planning, world building, just daydreaming instead of focusing on the numbers. So for the remainder of June, before we go into Camp NaNoWriMo and I have to get like super hardcore and take it very seriously, restoring the joy, I am just going to choose one of these inspiration photos and just write something about it without worrying about where it fits in, without counting and worrying about those numbers, without hitting backspace, none of those things. I'm just going to choose one of these images that match my story and just write about it. It doesn't matter if it even stays in the story. I'm just going to write to restore the joy. Over here on this side, I am going to cover up these hourly numbers and use these lines for a playlist or mood, vibe, any song, any word, anything that feels like my story. I'm just going to write it on these lines. Let's reuse these little dots that I trimmed off up here. For these spaces over here, I'm going to continue to use them the way that I have been all along since the beginning of June and Joy-Led June, but I am going to try to establish habits. Not try, I will. I will establish habits and work on them each day for the rest of the month of June so that come July and Camp NaNoWriMo, I can hit the ground running. So habits and daily routines that are going to help me write and get all the things done that I need to get done and make time for writing and be structured and focused when July hits. So just working on joy, working on inspiration, mood, vision, music, all of those things. I'm going to list those out, and I'm going to keep doing that every single day for the rest of June, and then work over here on establishing good habits and building back a routine that will help me have a lot of time and focus for writing in July. My number one priority for the remainder of June is to get really excited and inspired about writing and my story again, so that in July, no time is wasted sitting there thinking about, am I writing the right thing? Do I want to start something else? Just feeling those feels. I'm going to get through all of that, flush it out through the month of June. Okay, and then in the month of July for Camp NaNoWriMo, I have a lot of fun things planned. I have a lot of tools in my tool belt to keep me focused, to keep me going, to help me with my writing. And one of the things that I'm really excited about and really looking forward to is Camp Kick-Ass. Again, this is something that I am doing along with my patrons. I have provided a fun little camp packet for them, but you're always invited to join my Patreon if you so desire. Or maybe this is something that you can create with your own friend group, your own writing buddies. Maybe you'll get some ideas here if you don't want to come hang out with us. We're a fun group though. My Patreon is always linked and they're awesome ladies over there. So if you want to come hang out, even if it's just for camp, you are invited, especially if you don't already have a support group or a writing group. If you are writing on your own and you don't have loved ones or friends in your life who are in support of your writing or really understanding of it, you're so invited to come hang out with us. So I made a fun little camp packet for my patrons. There's also things in here for my patrons who are not writers. They're just planners. They can workshop and hang out with us and work on their own goals while we're writing. But in the month of July, we have a 4-day marathon of writing, of workshopping, of working together, of supporting each other, and playing some awesome games, having a watch along for a movie. It's going to be a full friend camp, actually going to camp, but at home, staying digital, eating your own snacks, wearing your slippers, staying at home, being comfortable, no mosquitoes. That's happening. So we're doing a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday camp together. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to work on our writing projects, like I said, and then the friends who are not writers get to work on their goals and dreams. It's going to be so much fun. So I just made some fun, like a calendar and some goal tracking, word count tracker, project tracker for those who are not writing, rewards for your writing or completing your projects, some camp plan pages. It's going to be a blast. So this is really going to help with my motivation, my joy and excitement for the month of July. But this is just for 4 days. So I'm going to kind of continue this on my own as well, just really staying in the story and staying motivated and inspired throughout the month of July. The other materials that I'm going to be using for the rest of June and for all of camp are my plotting notebook and then my writing passion planner. So I do have a video already up on my channel of me setting up this plotting notebook / writing notebook / all the book related things if you want to check that out. But I am going to come back with you guys and make a summer setup video, all of the things that I need in here set up for my summer writing. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to flip through this because I do have my plotting and stuff in here for my writing, but I will show you guys the summer setup for my camp. My passion planners, I am going to keep using this one as my summer of success planner / journal, notebook, all the things. I am going to keep track of all of my SOS stuff in here. I really want to have this as a memory to look back on, to see how I did during SOS, all my goals and dreams coming true. We're going to have a record of that. But I am going to keep using this one, my old one, for just my writing. So I like to take up the whole spread, like I said, and I am going to use this for probably just my Friday, Saturday, and Sunday writing. My every single day of the week writing may end up in the SOS planner. I'm not sure. But this is probably just going to be the long weekend writing. So this is one example of how I use that planner for my writing and tracking. Like I said, I do list out some other things that I have to do in my life, around my house, things that I need to keep up on. As you can see, they're not checked, but I did get these done, I assure you. Sometimes by the time Sunday hits, I tend to just ignore this and keep going on my writing. Here's another example of that. I fully intended to use these boxes, but I didn't. I assure you, I have more filled in and utilized ones. It was how I got my first book done in the first place. It really works, you guys. I promise you. Passion Planner is always linked for you down in the description if you want to check them out. They're having a really good sale right now. Like some things are as low as $5, and I always have them linked with a discount code for you guys. But the goal for June is to not use this, to not focus on numbers or anything like that. Just restore the joy and inspiration, like I said, but then heavily use this and keep super good track of things and hopefully hit all of those target numbers as soon as we're in July. So right now, from here on out, for the remainder of 2024, my number one goal is to just finish a book. I should have started realistically with that in the first place. But I was coming off the high of just publishing, and I thought, oh my gosh, I did it once. I can do it again and again and again, and I can surely publish 3 books this year. Yeah, that's not where we are right now, and that is okay. What's important is to not give up and to refocus, like I said, and get that inspiration and joy again. So I'm really hoping to light that fire with the couple of weeks that are remaining in June, and then really crushing it in the month of July and having, hopefully, fingers crossed, something substantial or even ready to publish by the end of 2024. So these are my summer writing materials, you guys, as well as my plans, my hopes, my dreams, my goals. I'm really looking forward to getting after it. Let me know what your summer writing plans and goals are if you are participating in Camp NaNoWriMo. Like I said, you are more than welcome to come hang out with myself and my patrons. They're an amazing, awesome, supportive group. You're always invited over there. But let me know what you've got going on for summer writing. I am looking forward to catching up with you guys in the comments, and I will see you again soon. Tell your dog I said hi. Bye, guys.